So, hello. Introduce yourself. What's your role, and how long have you been at the company?
Yeah, hey everyone. My name is Suraj. I'm an engineer at Warp. I've been here since January 2022.
What were your expectations coming into a startup?
So I had done an internship at a startup before, so I got a feel of like that really like close culture, a lot of autonomy, and I wanted to replicate that at my first job out of school.
What was like the biggest surprise you had like working here?
How smart but friendly everyone is. Like I feel like especially when I first joined, I like got really close to everyone, and everyone was just a really good person.
Nice, yeah. What are the top soft skills that are important for a software engineer?
I think this is probably more generally applicable than just being a software engineer, but having the ability to like take a step back. I mean, especially as software engineers, actually, like sometimes we like get really deep into the weeds in a problem, but having the ability to like take a step back, walk away from the problem, and come back to it and attack it at a different angle, I think is like a really important skill, not only for software engineering but in life in general.
Yeah, makes sense. Let's say you were to like start over. What were some things you wish you knew when you first started programming?
That you don't have to know everything when you start. I feel like, especially for myself, I felt like when I first started to learn how to code that like I needed to learn all these different languages, all these different frameworks, how to build an app, etc., how to build a website, etc., etc. Um, but really, you learn as you go. If I could go back, I would tell myself that and tell myself to be less stressed.
What would you advise yourself or like younger self to first start out as?
Like in terms of,
Like your first project, the first programming language to pick up?
I actually kind of liked the journey that I went on, which was pretty much driven by the Waterloo CS program. Like you learn functional program first, and you learn imperative programming, and then you learn object-oriented programming. So I think progressing in that order makes a lot of sense because then you can like really branch out and go to like web development, like native app development, mobile development, etc.
Yeah. What is your most common terminal command?
Oh, most common. It's gonna be something stupid like git status or something. Okay, instead of answering that, I'll say a more interesting one that I learned at some point a long time ago that I really find useful even to this day is git bisect. Like if you're trying to dig down a bug and you know like when you have an idea of when the bug wasn't present and when it is present, you can really like save time by bisecting.
Yeah, that's a good point. How about in terms of CLI tools? Do you have a favorite one?
Yeah, fsetf or fuzzy finding. Yeah, an example of using it would be like you have a directory, like your application directory, and you want to like find some string in that directory. It'll like bring up a fuzzy finder, and you can configure it how you'd like. I can even show you mine after. But basically, for me, what it looks like is like a little mini preview of the file with like, and it scroll to the line that I wanted to, and then I can like very quickly iterate through the find results.
Okay, nice. So, NeoVim or VS Code?
VS Code.
Tabs or spaces?
Wait, sorry. I need to take a step back. NeoVim or VS Code? Wow. So crazy thing about this is that I used to be a big Vim user. And I actually converted recently. Well, not recently. When I started Warp, I converted to VS Code. I know Rust Analyzer now has like really good support for Vim, but I think when I started, it didn't have as good support, or at least I didn't find the support I needed. So I kind of went on to use VS Code, but I do have a spot in my heart for Vim. Okay, sorry. So sorry. Next, sorry, your question.
Like, what about like favorite ID in general? It doesn't have to be VS Code.
Oh, I think VS Code.
Bash, fish, or zish?
Zeesh.
Cat or dog?
I thought you meant cat, the terminal command. Dog.
Except for New York.
New York.
Coffee or tea?
Neither. Neither.
What's your favorite drink then?
I don't have a favorite drink, but no, I really don't like coffee or tea.
Just water.
Water is great, yeah.
Remote or in person?
That's tricky. I'd say some sort of hybrid would be nice, yeah.
Amazing. That's the end of the interview.
Cool.
Thank you.
How about
Yay.